I'm Officer Jessica Garner. My name's spelled Jessica. Last name Garner. Badge number 8918. Okay. Do you need me to go again with that? Okay. We good? All right. At approximately 1:40 p.m. this afternoon, officers on patrol located an occupied stolen vehicle at the intersection of Elmont Drive and Town Lake Circle. When officers attempted to make contact with the driver of the vehicle, he refused to exit the vehicle. Officers made multiple attempts, and the suspect continued to refuse to exit and appeared to be intoxicated on an unknown substance. After multiple unsuccessful attempts to have the driver exit the vehicle, he was considered to be a barricaded subject, and SWAT was requested to the scene. When SWAT responded, both SWAT officers and negotiators attempted contact again with the driver, and he continued to refuse to exit the vehicle. At that point, SWAT successfully breached the window of the vehicle, and the suspect ultimately exited the car. Once outside the vehicle, he continued to fail to comply with instructions from officers and was impacted with less lethal. At this time, he's being transported by Travis County EMS to a local hospital for evaluation. We expect charges to be filed for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, which is a state jail felony. As the investigation is ongoing, there may be additional charges filed at a later time. Any questions?
What was his health status as he was being transported? Do we have an update on his condition?
I don't have any information on his condition at this time.
When was the car reported stolen? And what kind of vehicle was it?
I don't have the information about the exact time in which it was reported stolen. I believe it was a white pickup.
We've seen videos circulating of the incident involving some sort of gas. Can you describe what that was and what other tactics were used to have this suspect exit the vehicle?
So I don't have specific information on the tactics used by SWAT in this particular situation.
Did you happen to describe the subject?
He is a white male, approximately 30 years old, and that's really the only information we have about his identity at this time.
We know there was a lot of conversation this time last year regarding the use of those less lethal rounds. What is the status of the policy on that? Was that used within policy here?
Yeah, so this was an appropriate use of that within APD policy. SWAT officers are trained to use that, and this was an appropriate use.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for sticking with us for our stream. I'm Will Dupree here at the KXAN Live Studio. We just heard from Officer Jessica Garner with the Austin Police Department. She just provided a briefing about a situation that unfolded in southeast Austin. This is on Elmont Drive and Town Lake Circle. I just want to bring up some photos of what unfolded. What we heard from the officer there is that apparently police located a stolen vehicle that had a man in the front seat. Officers asked him to get out of the vehicle, and he refused. So then later SWAT was called in, and negotiators tried to get this man out of the vehicle as well, and he did not. So SWAT, apparently, according to that officer there, said that they breached the window, and then the man got out of the vehicle and still would not comply, apparently, and police said that they used less lethal rounds. What exactly those particular less lethal rounds are was unspecified, even though the officer there was asked. However, she said it was an appropriate use of force. The suspect has now been taken to the hospital where he's getting treatment. No other information regarding about identification for him, sharing what his name might be or what his condition is at this time. The charges that will be likely filed against him will be some sort of unauthorized use of motor vehicle charge. Additional ones may be possible at this time too. I do want to pull up a video though really quickly. We've gotten several pictures and video from people here in in and around that area there in Southeast Austin. Again, Elmont Drive and Town Lake Circle. This video right here is from Tony DeMauro, and it looks like he is shooting this off the balcony of his apartment right there, that building that was in the background of the police officer where she was speaking. They are recording, zooming in right there. And as you can see, that white truck appears to be this, appears to be where the law enforcement presence is concentrated. And there you can see some sort of gas coming from the vehicle. A man right there coming out of the driver's side. He's wearing what appears to be a baseball cap, and there you can see he is walking around on the street. Officers look like they're pointing guns at him right there, and there the man is down. So again, this is video that has just come into our newsroom, so just bear with us as we're kind of working through this live on air with all of you all watching. The man is down right there, officers moving in, and they are eventually able to take him into custody. The officer who spoke and did that briefing for reporters just a few moments ago said that the man was then taken to the hospital by Austin Travis County EMS. His condition is unknown at this time, and he will be facing charges. The one known one at this time will be unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. But there you can see officers kind of gathering around this man as he's lying on the ground to take him into custody. You can see the SWAT vehicle here in the foreground, just in front of the officers there, and this white truck appears to be the vehicle that they were concentrating on. Actually, there's two SWAT vehicles on either side, the front and the back end of that white truck right there, just on the other side of that fence. But this is, again, video that we had sent to us from Tony DeMauro. He is a resident right there by this area where this situation unfolded this afternoon. But we wanted to share it with you, and it appears the man right there is being taken into custody, led away. So we just wanted to jump on here to be able to share the latest information that we have about this situation that unfolded in Southeast Austin. Again, they're at Elmont Drive and Town Lake Circle. This all started when police responded and saw a vehicle that had been reported as stolen. And then, as you can see, that large response there. If you would like some more information about this, we have it on our website. That's kxan.com and on the KXAN News app, so please download it if you've not done so already. Once again, I'm Will Dupree here in the KXAN Live studio. Thank you all for watching. We're going to end our stream now. You can find more information, again, on our website. Take care. We'll see you back here at another time.